It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Philadelphia Eagles. Coming up next.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL. Yep. Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And away we go at the link. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. They'll be led out by a guy coming off a pair of shortened seasons. The former Pro Bowler, now in his 8th year, Deshaun Watson.
After winning the national title at Clemson and early success at Houston, there's no question that Deshaun's career has been slowed by some injuries and other challenges. But when he is on the field, at every level he's ever played, he's just got a calm. And that calm comes with the trusting of talent that he has in himself. He knows how to run. He knows how to throw. And when he's available, he's still a difference maker.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in-cut and make the catch.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Blast through midfield. Down the sideline inside the 30. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone. Down at the 20. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Browns getting their first look inside the red zone. They've got 1st and 10 from the 20. Another one for Ford. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Staying on the ground with Ford. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Just not quite enough to break the plane, and now it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Ford straight ahead. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Back-to-back stands from this front. No gain on the play brings up 4th and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They're going for it. Here's Watson. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a 4th down stand.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, Well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs, but Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations or around the goal line, he finds a way to get in, but it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him, and he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Throwing from his own end zone. His first throw is an interception. Greg Newsome has it. Backed up on their own goal line, Brock. A little bit surprising to see them decide to throw for it there.
Yeah, a bunch of trust thrown their way by this staff to call a pass play in that situation. You know, and you'll hear coaches say this, Kate. You got to play fast, but never in a hurry. He was hurried right there, and it certainly led to the INT.
Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. And talk about a dream position, Brock. Heading out with 1st and goal waiting for him. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, Watson. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Tried getting it to Jerry Jeudy. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, it's Ford. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
Well, you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Watson has it, 3rd and goal. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Hopkins has it on the tee, and he's ready to send it flying. Returning it from the 4. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. Now for the 2nd time this game, we'll get a look at the Philly offense. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Here's another carry for Barkley. Has another lane. And he's finally stopped right at the start of that red zone, down at the 20. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominating in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And they'll make this stop after a small push to the 5. He gets him 3. This brings up second and goal. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll try again with Barkley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him around 3 yards, and it sets him up with third and goal from the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Dallas Goedert the touchdown! Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they settled for a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. First and 10 now from the 30. Watson to throw it. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to the air, Watson. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. From the gun, Watson. The Eagles swarm in and take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up fourth down. The Browns are lined up to punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will take possession. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. Motioning him from the slot right. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles now lead by 10. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up. You can find pay dirt.
Elliott on now to attempt a point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. It's a 14-3 ball game as they take over following the score. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Watson. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
The trajectory of that ball changes while it's in flight. I'll tell you this, Kate, on shorter throws, these receivers are so good to adjust, can still bring it in. But over a long distance, a tip like that alters the course of the ball, and it sure makes it tough to adjust in time.
Second down, Watson throwing again. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Running right, it's Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Man, he's been having a great first half, really playing a key role so far in this offense.
But you know and I know what's coming, Kate. We call them adjustments, right? You hit a homer, you take that fastball deep, you're not going to see it anymore. And you get run on like this, the defense is going to make some adjustments at halftime.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He finds space into the red zone, and he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
It's 2nd and goal. Hurts looking to throw. And he sails that one over the end zone.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker Jake Elliott for the try. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that extends their lead to 14.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. 1st and 10 now from the 30. A give up the middle to Ford. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. This is Ford. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4. Here's Watson. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. On the carry, it's Ford. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
2nd and 6 now. That's complete, David Njoku. And he has them a 1st down, which they will tackle on the other side of this 2-minute warning. Watson now. Wow, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover, and it's going to be second down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Here's Watson to the air. A quick slant here into the hands of Cooper. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Sticking to the air with Watson. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. There aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's second down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing is Watson. That's caught at the 4. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Eagles with an extra man in the secondary for this 3rd down. Watson. It's caught. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 1-score game before halftime. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On comes Dustin Hopkins to try the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And get that big old marker out. Cross a major number off his roadmap after that last drive. He's reached one of the marks that every back strives to hit at some point during the season. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hurts now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. From the pistol, Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Browns will go on offense. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. First and 10, here's Watson. He's got it, room to run. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, Watson. And down he goes, the Eagles got him! And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. We're at halftime here in Philadelphia, and the Eagles have soared to a lead at the break. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to Orlando. Turn things over to our buddy Jonathan Coachman in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath. We welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Eagles were led in the first half by their dynamic quarterback, Jalen Hurts. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. With that, the 2 squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out. Jay Scott and Brock Ewing.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. Hopkins has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Motion man sent left. 1st down, a run with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. They run it with Saquon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive 1st down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Here's Saquon. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. To the ground with Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 47. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Trying to find A.J. Brown. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
To the air, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Now Barkley. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Handoff headed right, Barkley. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Hurts. Barkley's got it. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That's called the quarterback's best friend, Kate. Gains like that on the screen aren't possible without everyone doing their job. One missed assignment is the difference between a big gain and being dropped for a loss.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Hurts to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2-for-2 for this kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Watson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, Watson. That's more on the quick slant. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Watson looking to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. That's one he knows he should have had. So it's 2nd down coming up. Shotgun snap, a gift to Ford. And he's brought down after a modest gain up to the 46. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Judy there to grab it. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Kate, if you and I took a whirlwind tour and watched young quarterbacks, the hardest route to complete is this one. A lot of them could throw go routes and slants and drags and in cuts, but throwing that out route takes some time, takes some precision, and a whole bunch of trust between QB and receiver.
And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Staying on the ground with Ford. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Another one for Ford. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. To the ground with Ford. And he's in. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
On is Hopkins for the extra point. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard.
Browns 17.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
3rd and long for him here. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
They're set up at the 35 now. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10 now. Dumps it off to his running back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Well, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space, and it was all about his athleticism after that.
3rd and just 2 to go. On the handoff, it's Barkley. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 2 yards there, and it's now 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, he's not going to be happy the catch was almost made, but he's going to be thrilled that he broke it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Let that other guy know. He just roughed him up and lost a big catch.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Browns getting their offense out there. And with where that punt stuck them, Broncos, it's going to be tough to repeat the touchdown from their last drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Watson now off play action. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. Here's a give to Ford. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain. And boy, does he know how to operate in it.
offense staying out here. It's 4th and 11. He'll throw it. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
They're going to run with Barkley. And he's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles keep their drive alive and reach pay dirt one play later. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Browns send Jerome Ford ready to begin another drive. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Throw reeled in by Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's crunch time now, baby. 2-score game, just 2 timeouts, plus, of course, that 2-minute warning. Watson on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Cooper. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. Watson. Got a man. It's Njoku. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Hurry up offense now as time runs down. Into the hands of Tillman. Complete. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. Throwing now. And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's brought down for a loss. Now the Browns spend their final timeout as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Gets it to him on the screen. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Back to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right, wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
4th and 3, drive on the line. Setting up to pass. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Rocky, when I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
Hey, kid, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
And with Brock Huard and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one.